coming over toward the Bay Area, Santa Cruz direction. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, 222 Bozo Net. Anybody around? Oh boy. Don't cover me up with so many callers. Viewers at the Bay Area. I know we're working. Looks like I'm pointed in the right direction. 270 something. And we should be putting a signal over that way in the Bay Area, over to Santa Cruz, actually. KW6 Sugar, I'm aimed at you, Tom, K6MYC, calling and listening. Okay, let me go up to you, Fred, KD6 SOK. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo, are you around this evening, Fred, K6MYC? I hear somebody very weakly. Give me the call again, please. Again, 2 or 3 times. You're just right on the noise. Over. I'm not hearing anybody now. Just call again. I'm sure I'll find you. I just don't know where to point. I didn't get the call sign. Either tell me a Bozo number several times or a call sign. K6MYC, Central California, 222 Bozo Net, beaming the Bay Area and standing by. Over, over. I hear you, Fred. Give me a little more chatter. Fred, it looks like the path is skewed tonight. Over.
Yeah, it's been really hot. I mean, really hot. I'm not surprised it's affecting propagation or changing the path, so that's probably what's going on is this heat wave again. Another very hot day. I can't believe it. So many days of hot weather so early in the season. Is that any better, Mike?
Yeah, I have you solid copy now, Fred, but it's very marginal. I'm pointed at 290 degrees, so I'm about 8 degrees more to the north than I normally have go for you. I go in your direction and you disappear. You absolutely disappeared on me. That's why I had to have you call again. Anyway, good evening. It's solid copy now, but marginal, so I'm sure the band is disturbed a little bit. Last night I thought it was good for a while, and then as it got past sundown, and when it really got dark past 9 o'clock, then the band went all to hell. So it happened as it normally would. The band changes dramatically when the sun goes down sometimes, particularly on certain paths. Back to you, Fred, and are you keeping up with all this political stuff? Over?
Yeah, QSL, Mike, QSL. Yeah, the path is really poor. You were mostly solid, but you just dipped into the noise, and then it came back up again, so I didn't get everything. I think I'll just listen on the phone a little bit, and I'll say 7-3. The conditions on the band right now are terrible, so anyway, good try, Mike. 86 SOK 507. Back to you.
Okay, fine, Fred. Well, I'm copying you solid, and I'm surprised that you're not hearing my 800 watts here. There's a good solid 800. What did that do to the S meter for you?
You're like 5, maybe.
Okay, very good. Are you sure you're pointed right?
I haven't changed it since last week. I left it where it's at, where we had the really good propagation at one time. I left it set there. I don't change it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm copying you solid copy, so you don't have to sign because of that. But anyway, good to have you in here. I haven't heard anybody else yet, so you're the first, but at least it lets me know that I've got a receiver, and the receiver isn't receiving on some other frequency and so on. So thanks very much for coming in, Fred. maybe we'll catch you. I don't think you have anything on 6 meters, so you seldom check in on 6. Maybe we'll catch you on 1296 tomorrow from the barn. That would be good. Take care. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo 507 K6MYC. Over.
Okay, Mike, and I just heard Jim check in here. He said you were also pretty weak, so I'm going to turn it over to Jim. Go ahead, Jim, take it away. K6MYC.
Okay, which Jim just checked in?
You should hear me, maybe. Hard to say, and with the preamp on, like you are only S5, you normally are better than that, so don't know what the issue is tonight, just poor propagation, I guess. K6MYC, WB6JNN.
Yeah, well, you're stronger than Fred. You've got a good signal over here, Jim. WB6JNN 285 K6MYC. Very good. And solid copy on you. I'm surprised you guys must have some noise or something. I'm the one that has the noise. I'm looking right through my noise source over here. And it's quieted down all of a sudden. I got 6 meters looking in the same direction, and it was just all over the screen on 6 meters a few minutes ago, and now it's gone away. So my noise from my inverter friend has gone quiet for a change. Anyway, good evening, Jim. How was your day, and did you get a chance to fly anything? Or was it hot again for you? It was about 101, 102 here, nothing spectacular. WB6JNN K6MYC.
Okay, you're slowly coming up to about an S6 to 7, so I don't. It was in the mid 90s here today, so it was fairly warm. I did not fly this morning because my daughter took off early to do something, leaving my wife here home alone because of her medical conditions. But anyway, anyway, glad that I got out here to be able to contact you. K6MYC, WB6JNN.
Okay, boy, yeah, the band is all over the place. I'm wiggling the antenna back and forth on you, and you're in and out and all over the place. Solid copy. Okay, I'm not flying because we didn't have anybody to leave with your wife while you went out to fly. So we know how that is. We'll be doing a little bit of that on Wednesday. Judy here is going in for cataract surgery on Wednesday. So she'll be a little bit invalided here. I'm not sure how she'll be able to see and how much she'll be able to do on the net, but we'll survive. Anyway, good to hear you, Jim, and solid copy. And the band is flaky, it seems. WB6JNN K6MYC. Who else, please? Over.
KW6S.
Oh, there you are. KW6S, let me have you give me some transmission, and I'll see if the path is skewed to you also. Over.
Well, very good, Mike. Yeah, you do seem a little weaker than normal, but and it seemed to have a lot of just atmospheric noise source type stuff. Just a lot of otherwise, it was a beautiful day again in Santa Cruz. Doing a few things around the house and enjoying life. Getting back to ham radio tonight. Haven't had anything turned on today, so I don't know if anything happened on 6 meters or not. K6MYC, KW6S.
Well, I don't know either because I didn't have 6 on, and when I did turn 6 on, it was very noisy here. The inverter noise was terrible, and right up to net time, it was just terrible, terrible, terrible. Anyway, Judy just walked in, and I'll bring her up to speed on the 3 check-ins we have here. But you're sounding good.
Very good, and I will catch you on 6 a little bit later on.
It sounds good. I'm pointed at about 285 for you. Normally you're 275 to 280, and I could hear you all the way down to 271, and then you disappeared. Normally I can hear you fine at 271. So the band is definitely skewed here. Either that or I've got something up on the rotor that's all of a sudden gone very sloppy. It seemed to be turning one direction and when I go back the other way, it didn't seem to respond. Even though the numbers changed, the signal did not come back until I got about 5 or 6 more degrees. So I may have something gone loose up there on the tower. Hopefully the rotator isn't wearing out. Anyway, good evening for now, Tom. Thanks for checking in. And I'll stop for a second and get Judy going. I'll be clear. Just hang on a second, guys. QRX in the Bay Area. QRX on the other checkers. And we'll pick you up in just a second here. K6MYC.
Kilo 6, Whiskey India Sugar.
Okay, we got the list going now, and we'll take a standby and see if there's anybody else. We're looking for W6PQL or WA6AXX in the Bay Area. QRZ 222 Bozo Net, K6MYC.
WA6AXX 773.
WA6PQL.
Okay, we got you, Ed, and I heard somebody else in the background there. WA6 Alpha X-Ray X-Ray. Looks like you're getting the bedroom or the shack back in order up there. Hopefully we'll hear you tomorrow on 1296 also. Good strong signal, and I've got the speaker open now so Judy can hear you. WA6AXX K6MYC. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay, very good, Mike, and hello, Judy. And holy cow, Trump is so old. Can you believe it? Trump is the oldest candidate in U.S. history, and he's deteriorating mentally and physically, aside from being a felon and stuff. Trump is sure old. I don't know how he's gonna last. 6MYC WA6AXX.
I think he'll hold up. He's got Hulk Hogan to hold him up when he collapses. Ed is the WA6AXX 773. Okay.
226 is here.
And there's 226. Good evening, Ken. I don't know if you're hearing Ed or not over there. If so, you can say hello, and we'll fill out the log here.
Yeah, I can copy him. I usually can. He's usually got a great signal here. By the way, put Ralph in there, too. Ralph checked in from down below. I just came up from there. So, good evening, Ed. WA6AXX, WA6OIV.
Very good, Ken. Yeah, you're like S3, 4, 5 sub QSB. So don't you think Trump is too old? He'd be 82 by the time he would complete a term.
Well, I don't know. He and I are the same age, almost. So I think he's still a kid.
Well, you could be president, okay? No question about that. I could be too at that age, but not everybody. Anyway, just teasing. Nice to hear you. WA6
well, good enough.
WA6AXX.
I think he's just fine. I think he's just fine. Gonna do all right. Okay, very good. Well, good to hear you. And just came up from down below talking to Ralph down there in Anaheim. So I missed our buddy Tom. So Tom, if you're still copying, hello to you there too. Back to you, Mike. WA6OIB.
Okay.
Kilo 6, Whiskey India Sugar.
And there's Paul. I hear you, Paul. Good evening. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6WIS, number 637. Go ahead, Paul, and tell me if you have any relays. K6WIS, K6MYC, over.
to 5.4 here. Not a whacking great big signal, but workable. Got the usual Clear Lake folks to relay check-ins for. KA60SX Kent is back on 222. And of course there's N1PPP Dave. And just a bit earlier I actually heard KJ6KFB Darren in Sacramento with his little 3-watt transverter from Ukraine. Over.
Yes, okay, very good. Thanks for those three, and we'll turn it over to Darren in a minute here, but we're not pointed up that way yet. So we got you, K6WIS, and the other two. Are you ready?
Wait a minute.
Okay. Next one would be N November 1.
After Paul.
After Paul. Yeah, November 1, Papa, Papa, Papa. So we also have KJ6 KFB 756, and that would be Darren. And we'll before we go to Darren, however, thank you for that, Paul, and we'll look forward to seeing you on 6 meters in a few minutes here. K6WIS, I'm going to take one more check for the Bay Area. We're missing W6PQL, PQL, and a couple of others. And then we'll also look for N6RO. So we aren't quite ready to go to Sacramento yet. K6WIS, K6MYC. Go ahead, Paul.
Okay, thanks, Mike. And don't forget Kent, KA60SX in Clear Lake. He's on the air too. Yeah, it's been a warm day here. It's still 90 degrees outside and cooling down. It got up to at least 107 outside for about 3 hours, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Actually 4 hours. It was over 104 here. So that was a hot cooking day. But I was working in the Bay Area and I commuted by motorcycle there and back. So anyway, I'm nice and cool now inside the house with air conditioning. Over.
Okay, very good, good. Well, we've got air conditioning on here. It wasn't that hot. I think it was just a little over 100 here today, maybe 100, 102, 103, something like that. Didn't really get out and look at the temperature gauge at the right time of the day.
Where were you, Mike? It was 108 here.
Well, maybe it was warmer than I thought it was. I didn't feel that hot here.
It was terrible hot.
Hey, good evening, Ken.
Oh, yeah, catching you on the bounce for a change. Yeah, it was 108 here, peaked out, but then it was hot. WA60IB.
Okay, very good. Fine, Ken. Well, I don't know. Maybe we just were in and out, and not out much in the morning. I got out more in the afternoon. I was out weeding up until about 3:30. In the hot sun. I was actually a little bit of shade, but I was outside out by the pool, and it didn't seem to be all that bad. But that might be up here. We might have had a little more wind than you did. Anyway.
Yeah, because it was dead still here.
Yeah, we did. We had wind here, and that must have helped. Must have pulled it down, or at least made it feel cooler than it really was. Case, let me just, before we leave the Bay Area, let me make sure I don't miss anybody here. How about W6 Papa Queen London? W6 PQL, are you here, Jim?
Yeah, I'm here. I just couldn't get through the bigger signals. Let's see, let's get the antenna on. Yeah, I had it kind of halfway between you and Paul so I could hear Paul. But anyway, it was, what was it today, 96. It's down to 86 and the sun's down. And 83 in the shack here, so I haven't been running the air conditioning. I've got a small air conditioner going in the bedroom, and that's all I'm probably going to need today. Tomorrow is going to be a little warmer, and then by Friday we'll get a cool down. Marine layer will come in and take care of things. You'll probably be sweltering still, though. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, good. Solid copy. Okay on your temperatures there. And all that. Good. Maybe it will be warmer tomorrow here, too. I don't know. We looked at early in the week, we looked at the weather, and it was going to be 100 or less toward the end of the week here, but we're not moving quite toward the end. But from the middle of the week on, it's going to be quite nice here. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Anyway, good evening, Jim. We'll take a standby and see if there's anybody else. I think we've got everybody now in the Bay Area except for K6KLY. Let's see. Anybody else before we go to Oakley, K6MYC? Okay, nothing heard, so we're going to go up to get Ken, and Ken may not be there yet. Let's see. There we go. There's Oakley. N6 Radio Oscar, did you get the 222 transverter going today? K6MYC, over?
Yes, I did, Mike. K6MYC, N6RO. I wiggled a few cables and reset a few connectors, and about 30 minutes ago, it came to life. So, good signal. High temperature here was 102, and it's 90 in the shack. See you later on 6, N6RO.
Okay, very good, Ken. 102 there. Well, it must have been maybe 102 or maybe a bit more here. I don't know. Anyway, it didn't seem that warm, but Ken says down there where he is, it was 108. So it got warm in various places anyway. Hi. Okay, on getting the transverter going all by yourself by wiggling cables. That's always a good solution. Either that or a big hammer, Ken. One or the other usually works pretty well. If the small hammer doesn't work, hit it with a bigger one. All right, good. Anything else to report before we slide on out toward Sacramento? Over.
Oh, Ken.
Hi, Ken. No, Mike, not much more to report. Just watching the television these days. N6RO.
Hey, Mr. Ken.
Okay.
You wouldn't have to be looking for another tower, would you?
Oh, good grief. I have too many already.
Okay. I just I've got to find a home for a whole system, and so I just now going to start advertising it, see if we can't find a home for it. It's a U.S. tower, 72 foot high, the height. Whatever, HD, HD DX472, motorized, tilt over, all that stuff, and it's got a nice prop pitch, brand new rebuilt prop pitch motor with the green heron controller, and it's got an M2 2M7 on top, and it's also now hold your ears, Mike. It's got a stepper IR, the the DB18 with the control box and everything. All that, the whole package. I got to find a home for it.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Well, he doesn't want to be announced. He just wants to get a home for it.
Okay, very good. Is it somewhere local?
Yeah, it's local. It's a guy here in town that he put it up, never used it, and has got to get it down. About 6 months ago, I'd have been interested. Yeah, always. Yeah, 6 months too late. Well, the price he's got on it, I think it's going to go pretty fast. So we'll, he's got well over $12,000 worth of stuff altogether, and he's got it down a third of that, or less than that, about a quarter of that. Oh yeah. Well, timing is everything. Not so, but anyway, I thought I'd let you know. WE6OIB. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so he wants about 3,000 or 3,500 for it?
Yeah, right.
Okay. And we should contact you or have somebody contact you for finding out. It's still up, I take it, right?
Yes, but it will be taken down. He's paying my son Matt to take it all down and get it ready to transport.
Oh, okay, very good. So it will be down, but somebody could come and haul it away or whatever.
It's a great tower.
Yeah, no, it is. That's a good tower.
Yeah, well, it's motorized, it's got the tilt-over feature and the whole 9 yards, so, and it looks really nice. Everything's in perfect condition, and it all works. I've tested everything, and the stepper works. Everything works fine. So, there's an 80-meter dipole with a pulley system already on the tower for it, and that goes along with it.
An 80-meter, wire dipole, yes, okay.
Yeah, he's got the pulley system for it to pull it up on the tower. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, understand. Okay. Very good. Thanks for that, Ken. We'll talk it up a little bit and see. We'll mention it to the guys in Sacramento. I don't know if there's anybody up there that's in the market, but we'll see. All righty. Thanks, Ken. Good evening. We'll see you in a few minutes on 6 meters. You're a little light here to me tonight on 222 for some reason, but I may not be pointed just right. 7-3 for now, N6RO, K6MYC.
Yeah, right. You're very loud right now, Mike. Highest, loudest I've ever heard you on the band, so I'm a really bad connection somewhere.
Yeah, you're loud too, so it's up and down a little bit today. Thanks, Ken. We'll see you in a little bit.
Bye-bye.
You're just a little bit weaker than Mike here, but that's how loud you are here.
Thanks, Ken. It's 100 watts.
Really? Yeah. You're 10 over 9 and Mike's 20 over 9, so interesting.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad to get this radio back because that 220 and up contest is coming up in 2 weeks.
Just in time. Cool.
Roger. Except for missing that 472 tower.
Timing is everything.
Yeah. We're waiting for some cool weather to move my UHF stack over to the MA40. It's only a 40-foot tower, but it's going to help, I think.
Yeah, I've got an MA40 here I want to put up one of these days. It's laying on the ground, doggone it.
Good-looking tower.
Yeah, you got the tilt over too?
Roger. And we put a Yaesu 2800 on the top with a free mast above that.
That's just what I'm going to do here. I've got the 2800 sitting there ready to go.
Oh, it doesn't rotate from the bottom?
I'm new to that. The rotator is pretty impressive.
Yes, it does, Mike.
Okay, but Ken said he was going to put the rotator on top, but I think it goes on the bottom.
No, it's on the top. There's a fixture, $2,000, if you want to rotate the whole tower.
Well, I've got the one that goes on the bottom. The whole tower rotates on mine.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't want to spend the money on it. And the 2800 apparently will handle the torque. I must have my monitor on.
Righty. Well, sounds like we're anxious for you to get it over there, but I know how the hot weather is slowing up you older folks.
Yeah, us old farts have to have it below 85.
Okay. 7-3, see you in a few minutes on 6. We're going up to Sacramento. Let's see, Darren, KJ6KFB, if you're still there, we can check you in. We've got you checked in, but we'll listen for you. See how your transverter's doing here with the 7 or 8 watts. KJ6KFB, K6MYC. Okay, nothing heard from Darren. He may have gone already because he's out for a walk or something. How about you, Bill? KO6KD, not quite pointed at you yet. That should be getting closer to you. KO6KD, K6MYC.
You're calling KO6KD776 over.
Okay, I doubled with you a little bit. I called you twice because I was still rotating here. Good evening, and thanks for checking in here. And I guess we've got Darren already. He must have had to go. Paul checked him in early, over.
Well, yeah, I haven't heard Darren today, this morning or afternoon, so it's been just been one of those bad days. Lots of phone calls and lots of stuff handling. So anyway, left said I have not copied him. So you say Paul? Did you say Paul WIS checked in, Darren, over.
Okay. We're copying you. Okay, a little bit of rapid 1 second fading and QSB on you, but all okay. And Darren did check in earlier. Apparently he was here, and he did check in with Paul, K6WIS, so we got him in here. Very good. Well, I'll look for you on 6 in a few minutes. In the meantime, let me see if there's anybody else in your direction that has 222, and if not, well, we're just about ready to go up to Nevada.
Okay, so you're not hearing me very well. All right, very good. Okay, 7-3 for now, and you probably will not hear me. I'm going to tell you now, since you're probably not going to hear me on 6 meters, that KR6MR is not going to be on 6 meters tonight. He wanted me to check him in. If you could check in, John, for 6 meters, over.
Okay, but I'll hear you. I'm sure we'll hear you. We've heard you every time. Sometimes that was marginal. But I think we'll hear you. Okay, I wouldn't worry about it. And I'll get John checked in on 6 as well. All right, 7-3 for now. We'll see you in a few minutes. Anybody else on 222, anywhere, any place? K6MYC, T22, Bozo Net, QRZ for check-ins. Over. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go to Nevada.
All right, KO6 City.
What was that? I didn't hear what you said.
I was just clearing off, Mike. I was just clearing off KO6 City.
Okay, very good. Okay, here we are up toward Gardnerville. Gardnerville, K7 N7, I should say, N7 Whiskey Tango. N7WT, I wonder if you're there, Larry. We're a little bit early. Not too early, but we're a little bit here. Just a smidgen after 8 o'clock. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC.
K6MYC, K6MYC, November 7 Whiskey Tango, number 7 Whiskey Tango, number 657, over.
Okay, good signal. Thank you very much, Larry, and thanks for slowing down so both Judy and I, us old folks, can understand you. N7 Whiskey Tango, big signal, and coming up all the time. K6MYC, go ahead. Did I go away?
No, you're still there. Hi, Larry.
W6OYB, N7WT, you're 5 and 5, and Mike dropped down into the noise there for me. Back to you, Ken, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, you went down a bit too, but you went down, you came right back up. N7WT, WA6OIB.
Larry always has trouble on 222. I don't think the sensitivity of his system is all that good. I'm copying Larry. 100% copy, Larry. 100% copy. N7WT, let me see if we can get Daniel in here. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Over. Okay, very light, but let me see if I can get more signal on you. Give me a little more chatter. More chatter, Daniel. KE7UQL, the path is kind of skewed tonight. K6MYC, over.
Roger, I hear you pretty good, Mike. The path is down. It's just, we're just in a fade at the moment. We're fading, and we'll come back up here shortly. This is KE7UQL calling from Delta Mike 09er, over.
Yeah, no, it's just up and down, and I'm more toward you now. You're skewed about 5 degrees more to the east than normal. This is about 5 degrees more to the east than normal, but good signal, Daniel. Good signal. KE7UQL 272. Did you get that, Judy? 272 KE7UQL. Okay. Good enough, Daniel. Good to hear you. Thanks very much for coming on 222 and giving us another check-in here. And, of course, Larry, if you're still copying, we'll see you on 6. We'll be calling you on 6 starting about 8:15. Around 8:15 or so, we'll call you on 6, Larry. And also look for Richard. N7WT with KE7UQL for your final, Daniel. K6MYC, over.
Okay, 7-3, Mike. See you on 6 meters, N7WT.
7-3, Larry. Go ahead, Daniel.
Okay, K6MYC and WA6OID, KE7UQL, 7-3.
Want to say hello to Daniel, Ken?
Yeah, I'm copying him. Hi, Daniel. Good to hear you. You're a little light tonight, but not a real problem. 7-3's going to head over to 6 meters right now then. WA6OIB. See you guys.
Thank you, Ken. KE7UQL.
Bye-bye.
7-3 and 7WT.
Okay, 7-3, guys. I think we're done here on 222, and we'll go back and point toward. Well, I don't know if we've missed anybody here that we should have gotten tonight. I think we've pretty much got the whole crew in here. So I'm not sure where to park the antenna here. Maybe I'll park it toward the Bay Area and leave it alone. See what happens here. And we'll go over on 6 meters. We'll see everybody on 6 in about 5 minutes here. N7 Whiskey Tango in the group with WA6OIB. Go ahead and round them up for us, Ken. K6MYC.
7-3, Mike, and 7WC.
Who was that? Okay, I'm Bay Area for late checks and missed. 222 Bozo Net. Late checks or missed. K6MYC Bozo Net. Okay, nothing heard, but we'll be monitoring here.
Well, good evening up there in the northern part there. Copying you okay. KE7UQL, N7WT, WA6OIB, over. Hello, Daniel. Right, we'll wait for him to get the beam down this way, and we'll see if we can copy him. I've only copied him like once in all the times he's been on there, but we'll try it again. Yeah, no luck. No luck. I heard a voice, and that's about it. So we just don't have a path like you and I do, Daniel. WA6OIB. Sorry about that.
Hey, Ken.
Hi, Mike. I just heard a few words, just a few words. That's all I got. I'm not able to copy them. Yeah, I'm just not able to copy. I hear a few words, and that's about it. Yeah, I think that helps a little bit. Yeah, you're out of the noise. He's in the noise. I'm running the legal limit, quote unquote. Yeah, I've got a 4-1000 driven by a 4-400 and a 6M7 up about 80 feet.
That would do it. Yeah, I think right now, for the 500 watts is all I can do on 6 meters, but if the band ever opens up, that should be more than enough.
Yeah, if the band's open, it's open, but from what we're doing here, it's an iffy. But anyway, you're good copy, but I'm sorry I can't copy. I've lost his name now. Anyway, I'm sure he's copying me, so sorry about that. Just a little bit more signal and I could do it.
Okay, thanks for trying there. And yeah, KJ6IX is David Gale. Comes up here.
Okay, yeah, Mike should be here anytime. He's just finishing up on 220, so he'll be here shortly. WA60IB. Hello, Mike in Clovis.
Hello, Ken in Northern Clovis. How's it going? WA6AAJ.
Hello there, Ken. WB6GGY in Twainhart.
Oh, okay. Hi, Phil. And I also heard you, Larry, N7WT, WA60IB. Give it another try, Larry. Yeah, you're a little light tonight. So Mike will be here any second, but we'll make sure you all get checked in up there, including. Oh boy, I lost his call and name again. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, good evening to Philip there, WB6GGY, WA60IB.
And a very good evening there, sir. Hope you and the family are doing well. WB6GGY in Twainhart.
Yep, everybody's doing okay here. Pretty hot today. It was 108 here, so I finished my outside work as soon as I could and stayed inside doing paperwork and this and that. So I tried to stay cool today. So, but it was tough. We don't like to put the house too far down either. It's set at 80, so it's not real comfortable in there. But I can't set any lower than that because I can't afford it.
I understand. That's the reason why I'm running the swamp cooler.
Yeah, well, it doesn't do any good when it gets above 100 around here. The swamp coolers just don't work. They add more humidity to the air, and it actually feels worse.
Yeah, they still work up to into the high 90s, but yeah, you're right. Once you get over 100, it starts getting a little uncomfortable. The upper side here. And you have a great evening. WB6GGY.
Okay, Phil. Thank you very much. Good night there. And hi to you again, Larry. Your signal's up again. N7WT, WA60IB.
Phil, give me your Bozo number so Duty can hear your number, Phil, over.
Hang on a second. N7WT, you were up, and then Mike came in and covered you up. But you were saying something, N7WT, WA60IB. You had something on your mind?
Yeah, I just wanted to I got to get all the knobs and dials in the right place. I didn't turn everything in the right direction, so the amplifier was not operating.
Okay, yeah, that's why you were down. Okay, well, you're fine now, and Mike's got you checked in, I'm sure. WA60IB. Go ahead, Mike.
And so from WB6GGY is 884. 884. Back to you then, Mike.
Yeah, Roger. I just wanted Judy to hear it. I was going to say it, but it was easier to have you say it, and I wouldn't be doubling with Kim.
There you go. Okay, so we're on the side, and Greg came by, picked up the 2-meter rig, and is going to make it, going to make a few additions to it so that we don't have to go through all the menus. WB6GGY.
Oh, okay, very good. So he didn't have any problem getting it to work probably, or he's just probably going to change the input attenuation so you could put more power into it without hurting it. Is that right?
That's going to be one of the mods he's doing, yes.
Yeah, okay, super. Well, you don't want to hit it with 100 watts, but what's the IF on that? Is that a 28 meg IF?
6 meter. Yeah, it's a 50 meg IF.
Oh, 50 megs, okay. What do you normally run as your drive power on 6 meters, over? On this band?
That's down, way down into the milliwatts.
No, what do you normally run on this band for drive power for your amp, over?
Oh, the amp right now is running at 100 watts input.
Oh, okay. I can't believe he's going to put a 100-watt attenuator in that thing, but maybe he is.
Now, the ICOM 7610 has got a transverter output.
Okay, and what do they go between power-wise?
I don't remember, Mike. It's down into the milliwatts.
Yeah, but he's going to only protect it from the high side, so there's probably something like 10 watts maximum coming out that port, and maybe your transverter can't handle that, so he's probably going to put a 10-watt attenuator in the front end of the thing. Okay, sounds good, and that'll be great. He probably won't have that back to you by Wednesday, but sooner or later it's going to be good. Thanks, Phil. Good to hear you. I'm pointed toward Nevada at the moment, and let me finish up with Larry there. WB6GGY, N7 Whiskey Tango. Got good morning or good evening again, Larry. You were down at first, but now you're back up. K6MYC, over.
Yeah, okay, K6MYC. The amplifier to my signal. Didn't have any amp, over.
You must be running low power. You're down in my noise here, and I've got that same noise I had last night on 2 meters. It's bursting on and off now, bursting on and off. So it's really annoying because the noise blanker either distorts you when it's on or it lets the signal be wiped out when it's off intermittently. Very frustrating here. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Larry, and we'll stand by and see if Richard is there. KD6BQ, KD6 Bravo Queen, K6MYC. Richard?
Okay, you're back up a little bit. You went into the noise with your kilowatt, and my kilowatt couldn't get out of the noise for you, over.
Yeah, you're fine now. Solid copy, Larry, over.
Yeah, the band is rotten. It's worse here than 220. Anyway, Richard and Dale are out there tonight. KJ6IX and KD6BQ are all both on frequency. We'll go ahead and pick them up, over.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll take a standby. KJ6 India X-ray, I believe it is. Kilo Juliet 6 India X-ray. Make a transmission, Dale, and give us your Bozo number 3 or 4 times. K6MYC. Over, Dale. Okay, I didn't hear it. I couldn't hear him at all, Richard. Who said over, Mike? Oh, okay, there you are. So write down KD6BQ. KD6BQ. That's 249. Richard. Okay, Richard. Good. Let's see if we get some help from the band here. KD6BQ, K6MYC listening for you, Richard, over.
Roger that. Well, you're pretty weak tonight for some reason. I'm running about a third of the power you're running, so hopefully you're copied. But anyway, Dale's been on here. We've been chatting for a while here on 6, and he does hear you, but he does have a noise problem as well. He's only running 100 watts, but he does have a 4-element beam, over.
problem is I had the beam turned over toward 30 degrees for some reason. I don't know how it got over there, but this should be a lot better, over.
Oh, that did perk up your signal.
Yeah, good signal now, Richard, and should be up for you as well, Larry. And I guess, maybe I can hear KJ6 India X-ray. Is Dale's call KJ6IX or IXO, over?
India X-ray.
This is Kilo Juliet 6 India X-ray. Roger, roger. My Bozo number, I think, correct me, Larry, if I'm wrong, was 312. Is that what it is?
No, it's 1112.
Oh, 1112. 1112.
Yeah, thank you, Larry. KJ6IX. No, KJ6IO. Yeah, IX. X, whatever it is, he's 111. 1112. Okay.
Roger, copy.
Okay, thanks for checking in, Dale. We're quite surprised to hear you, but maybe we get you more often here, at least on 6 meters. Hi. Thank you very much, and pretty good signal. I've got a little noise, otherwise you'd be Q5 all the way. Thanks for checking in, Dale. Good to hear you. KJ6IX, K6MYC.
KM6 SRR.
Hang on. Yeah, missed a little bit of that. We had another local breaker here, KM6 SRR, Rob. Missed the last part of it, Dale. You want to try it one more time for me, over?
Roger. I just got back to my screen down your way, and thanks a lot. KJ6IX clear.
I just can't dig it out. Richard, can you, or Larry, can you relay for me?
Yeah, Mike, he's just passing you his 73, and he'll catch you here another day, and 7WT.
Okay, yeah, he's way down from you, Larry, but that may be the fact that you got the kilowatt on there and he doesn't. But otherwise, it would be Q5, but I got this little residual noise that's in here from my friend, the inverter, and his sun system. Thank you, Larry. Thanks for the relay. And let me see if I can get Daniel in here. I know Daniel's antenna is not horrendous, so let's see if you can give me some help with Daniel as well. KE6UQL, K6MYC. Over to you, Daniel. Yeah, not real strong, Daniel, but Q3, I heard you're 272. And KE7UQL, 272, Daniel. And we're doing good up there. 4 check-ins from your area tonight. That's outstanding. Thank you very much, Daniel, for coming in here on 6 meters. Wonderful. We'll also check for Stan, although I don't expect him, but he might surprise me. So stand by a second, Daniel, and we'll see if Stan is in there. K7SUN in Fallon, Nevada, K6MYC. How about it, Stan? Okay, nothing heard from Stan, which is not surprising. All right, well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. 4 nice check-ins from the Nevada area. Good evening to all of you, and we'll see some of you tomorrow on 1296, Daniel and Larry at least. Richard, over to you for a final. We didn't get a very good transmission from you the first couple of times there. KD6BQ, K6MYC for your final.
K6MYC, November 7, Whiskey Tango, 4 KD6BQ. He lost his power, Mike. He's off the air, and he called me on the phone, and I just want to relay to you that his 73 to you, and he's, like I say, until the power comes off, back on again, he's off the air for the night, over. QSL. Well, we got him signed in. The main thing is he's signed in on 6 here, so we're good. Give him our best wishes, and we'll see him on Wednesday. We'll see Richard hopefully on Wednesday. Thank you, Larry. Thank you very much for the feedback. Over. Roger. 73 and 7WT.
73.
W6BBS 72.
Okay. Good evening, Frank.
Good evening, Mike and Judy and Rob and everybody else.
yesterday. Were you hearing the Nevada stations?
The last station there, I was hearing a little bit. I didn't hear the guys before them, but it took me a minute to get turned around, and I got distracted here, and I did something stupid. First of all, I listened to you on 222, and pretty good net there. So, I stepped out because Jennifer had a question, and I helped her for just a minute, and I stepped back in, and I can still hear you talking over there on 222, so I hadn't turned 6 meters on yet. And I figured, well, I better warm the amp, and as I turned on this, all of a sudden you're on here and on 222, and I realized, no, Barron just flipped the switch and went from one to the, it just went from one to the next, and all he did is change the settings of what people see on the screen. Still, the radio's still running and everything. So anyways, but that's about it.
Okay, well, you've got the FTDX 101 on the screen now, do you?
No, but I probably, oh, wait, no, I shut it down. I could have if I wanted to, but I can't operate it. I just see it on the Bozo. I was listening on the YouTube page, Mike. That's where I was seeing it for 220. If Aaron's in there running the thing, I can't get in and access anything or see anything. If I do, I kick him off. So I got to pay attention to that and not try to get in there on net nights. Over.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
Oh, FYI, last time I looked at it, you were down to 62%, so you're going to need to flip the switch when you go in.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, very good.
All right, let's see. I'm going to come down towards Sacramento and see who we have down that way. Anybody that's copying me in this direction, how about WB6 GBS? Are you here, Ben? KC5DTU, how about you, Kerry? AA6 Sugar, K6MYC. WA6AAJ, Mike?
Yep, WA6AAJ 727.
Well, good evening, Mike. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in here on 6. You didn't have to wait to be polite. You could have just jammed your call in there like everybody else. Over.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been here a while. I said hi to Ken earlier, so no problem.
Yeah, probably before I got off at 222. We were called back to 222 by W6PQL, who wanted to give me another check-in. He did work. Steve, W6QIW in Santa Barbara tonight, so he was checking Steve in. And that took me back off of 6 and back over to 222. Anyway, good evening, Mike. Good signal booming in here, and easy copy for Judy.
AM6 SRR, button in.
Go ahead, Rob, if you want to say hello to Mike.
Sure, Mike. Yeah, I heard him there earlier, so I hadn't checked in. And how you doing, Mike? Mikey, I think Rick, KB6RQU, is going to be on early tonight. Over.
Well, why don't you turn down and see if you can get him. If he's there, I'll turn around. Otherwise, I'm still pointed toward Nevada.
Roger, I'm there right now. KB6RQU, Rick, you on for the 6-meter Bozo Net, old 61. You there, Rick? Over. Yeah, Rick, I barely hear you. I'm not doing so good tonight with my 6-meter stuff, but we got you checked in. Thanks for being there. Oh, I didn't get all that, but I know it was you there. So I don't know if you want to go down, Mike, or not, but we got him checked in. Over.
Okay, well, I don't know if he can copy me off the backside. Maybe he's running low power. Rick, I don't want to come all the way around, but if I don't have to here. So let me just say 73, and thanks for being there. Thanks for you being there, and we'll look for you on Wednesday. We'll look for you on Wednesday. KB6 Radio, Queen United, K6MYC, over. Did he come back?
Yeah, he was still talking. He said something about turn the beam that way, over.
He wants me to turn the beam?
No, I think he was going to turn it, or not, for you not to turn it.
USL.
Also, while I'm thinking about it, Mike, I talked to Eddie on the Aries Net tonight. He said he'd be on Wednesday night early for us, over.
Roger, we'll try to remember to look for him when I'm pointed toward Ben down there.
Roger. Thanks. Carry on.
Okay. Well, let's see here. One more time for the Bay Area. One more time for the local guys here in the San Joaquin Valley. KC5DTU. Let's see. AA6S. I'm trying to remember who else. Oh, WB6GBS. Anybody else on 6 that hasn't checked in yet, give it a whirl. K6MYC Bozo Net.
W2WRX. USY.
W2WRX, hang on a second. And I hear a USY in there. Hang on a second, Aaron. That's a strange one. Ben, W2WRX. That's 294. And that's Carl. Good evening, Carl. Take one quickly, and then we'll pick up K6USY.
Well, there, Mike. Sounding good on your way. Anyway, 2WX. See you.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I could understand that, Carl. Your name is Carl, and I heard you say Steve. You want me to stand by for somebody else?
Negative. Just wanted to say aloha on my side there, Mike. W2WRX. Go ahead.
Roger, Carl, and confirm 294, correct?
Roger.
Okay, good. Thank you for checking in here on 6 meters, Carl. Good to hear you. I'm not quite pointed at you. I'm pointed right toward Nevada, due north at the moment, so I'm off of you by about 30 degrees. That's why it's down a bit. Good to hear you. Let me get K6 Uniform Sugar Yankee portable in here. Where are you, Aaron?
Oh, I'm back home, Mike. I've been up since about 1:30 a.m. California time. We flew out of Nashville this morning and came through Las Vegas and then got in this morning. So it's been a really long day. But K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Okay, we got you, and welcome back. I didn't know you were coming back so soon. I thought it was going to drag out a few more days, but we're happy to hear you. Good day to you.
Yeah, I don't think the in-laws would tolerate watching my 3 kids for longer than a week.
I hear you. Were they still in one piece when you got home?
Mostly.
Okay. Well, listen, go get some rest. I'm sure you're upside down a little bit, so I know how those weird night hours are for travel. So get some rest, and we'll see you tomorrow on 1296. There. Thanks for checking in, and say hi to Brittany. K6USY with K6ZKA, K6ZKA, 1100 K6MYC. Good evening, Aaron.
Yep, Roger, K6USY.
Let me see. I haven't even moved the antenna yet, and we got quite a list here. So let me go towards Sacramento now. K6MYC. Sacramento, but let's see who I can hear. Maybe we'll try for you, Bill. See if I can tell you're in there. And we can check in KR6MR right now. He wanted to be checked in early, KR6MR. And over to you, Bill, KO6KD, K6MYC.
Bill's in there, and he's a pretty good copy here.
Okay, who is this?
RO.
Okay, well, you're going to have to relay. I can't even tell he's in there. My noise level is S6.
Yeah, I know. PG&E is wonderful.
Well, it's not PG&E. It's my solar guy, but the same kind of effect. Anyway, KO6KD, I guess you're copying me, Bill. It's not your fault. S meter's up around S6, so there's no way I'm going to hear you. Not your fault, and the same with the guy in Reading. Maybe you can help me with Reading if you want to rotate your antenna there, Ken. Turn it up toward Reading, and we're going to call KD6 Sugar Whiskey, Kilo Delta 6 Sopping Wet. Over.
Yeah, I got one antenna going up that way and one on you.
All right, well, when you get there on Sopping Wet, give him a call. His number is 145. He may come back on CW. Over.
Roger.
You know how to do CW, Ken?
You want to try SW now?
Yeah, go ahead and call him now. He's liable to call you on the CW. Can you handle that?
Probably. KD6SW, are you there? And 6RO. I heard a little bit of CW while you were talking, but he's not coming back to me.
I'll give him a couple more calls.
KD6SW, KD6SW, and 6RO. And your CW very weak. I assume that's him.
If he's very weak, just tell him to go back to CW. All you have to do is identify the CW, and then nobody else would be calling except him. Over.
No, he was on CW.
Oh, okay, good deal. All right, we'll check him in. Tell him thanks for being there. Sorry I can't copy anything up that way tonight because of my noise.
Roger. KD6SW, you're checked in, N6RO. He's not responding to me, but that's okay.
Okay, thank you for that, Ken. And let me get you checked in also. I don't know whether Judy got you written in here or not yet. Okay, it's N6RO 835. And thank you for the help. Good signal here, although it doesn't sound like a big signal because of this horrible noise. Over.
Yeah, understand. We have that problem from various disturbing influences. Well, I'm real happy to get the 222 going again. Sort of makes my day.
Yeah, that's good. Just a little wire wiggling, and your magic worked today, huh?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that's just very weird. I blamed it on the agricultural dust in Oakley.
Okay, whatever.
And so now I'm full bore for the 222 and up on August 3rd.
Yeah, I think that's, is that an ARRL thing, or is that the CQ worldwide? Sure, CQ contest.
It's ARRL.
Yeah, okay. It's August, what is it, August 12th?
Saturday night, I think.
Give me the date on that, and I'll try to take part in it, at least on the weird bands. Over.
Yeah, August 3, Saturday.
August 3rd, 1, 2, 3.
Roger.
Okay. Very good. I think that's 11 to 11 or something, or 11 to 4 or something on that weekend.
Yeah, it's 11 to 11.
Okay, thanks for that. It'll keep me from getting too worried if I don't make it by Sunday afternoon. Hi. Thanks, Ken. I'm still pointed towards Sacramento here. Let's see if I can hear anybody. I'll listen for KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB in Sacramento. Anybody in Sacramento copy? K6MYC. Please call now. Could you copy that, Ken?
Yeah, there were 3 callers, all at once.
Okay, well, you work it. You know how to do this. I think you know how to work a crowd, right?
Who is the Sacramento call sign? Sacramento and 6RO. Relaying for Mike. Well, they're not hearing me.
Well, they're hearing you. Come on, guys. Call N6RO or K6MYC. N6RO in Oakley will respond to you. Point down the Delta ways there, over.
DHI, howdy, and 6RO. Got that, Mike?
Yeah, he's in, that's Merle, and he's in Modesto, so he's off the back of your antenna. Thank you, Jerry, for coming in. Give me your Bozo number, or give it to Ken several times. I heard you, but I don't think I can copy. K06DHI, K6MYC. Your number. 1134. Thank you for that relay, Ken. Thank you, Merle. Good to hear you. I apologize. My noise is terrible tonight, and you're just buried in the noise somewhere. It's not your fault. It's mine here. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you so much. And K06DHI in Modesto, K6MYC. 73, Merle. What he said, Ken?
He just said he hopes to get a better antenna up. He's good. I've got both antennas online right now to his stack match, so I can hear Sacramento and you simultaneously.
Okay. Well, of course, he's in Modesto, so he's kind of southeast of you. So, and he's got his antennas probably pointed toward me too, which ain't helping you any. Okay, try for any more there in Sacramento. Sounds like you had at least a couple of callers. Go ahead.
Yeah, any Sacramento callers? N6 Radio Oscar.
Whiskey Alpha 6, Hotel November Alpha.
WA6HNA. Did you hear him, Mike?
Yes, I hear you, Greg. I hear you. WA6HNA. If you would give Judy your Bozo number, Greg, over.
Roger. Bozo 1013. 1013, over.
1013, we got it, Greg. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for helping Phil today, WB6GGY. Tell me what you're going to do to the transverter. Put an attenuator there, and what else, over?
Actually, we're just adjusting the attenuator that's already in there. His radio is supposed to put out minus 20 dBm, minus 20 dBm. It's actually putting out minus 10 dBm, so, but it's within the range for the attenuator that's there, so I just need to adjust it.
I see. Okay, so it's just range adjustment, and sounds like the radio puts out very, very low power, minus 20 dBm. That's way down there. Okay, thanks for the help anyway, Greg. And if you get it back to him by Wednesday, that would be terrific, but no pressure. No pressure. Thank you very much. WA6HNA, and thank you, Ken, and we'll try for one more in the Sacramento area. Anybody else in Sacramento, call in again. I'm listening, as well as N6 Radio Oscar in Oakley. Go ahead, please. Call now. Check-ins.
All quiet on the western front.
Yeah, that's what I thought so. I didn't hear anything either. Well, thanks for the help, Ken. You were a big help tonight with the two antennas up high. I have two antennas up high. I have, and they all hear the same noise. Ugh. Thanks, friend. And we might stay on frequency. I think it's only going to get worse to the Bay Area. You might even be able to save my ass in that direction. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I'll turn the tall antenna down. The antenna on you is at 20 feet.
Okay. I'll go toward the Bay Area now. Here we go.
Again.
Oh, good. Okay. Tell him we hear him and he's checked in. Tell him we hear him and he's checked in.
86SW, you're checked in. You're good copy in Oakley. And he says RR.
Okay. Super. He's way up there in Charlie November 80 Reading. That's a good one for future contest work.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that Reading, Mike?
Yeah, KD6 Sugar Whiskey 145. Just checked in with Ken.
Thank you.
I'm pointed toward the Bay Area now.
N5MPD 1129.
Well, there you go. N5NPD. Good evening, Brett. K6MYC. How are you doing? Big booming signal for a change here. Good evening.
Good evening, Mike and Judy. It's you're plus 20 here for me. Very nice. Sorry I missed last night. I totally forgot about it. And And Merle wanted me to relay to you that he is changing his 2-element 6-meter beam to a 4-element this weekend. So by next Monday, he should have a louder and more pronounced signal. Over.
Okay, tell me again what he ordered. He said 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 4 element. What did he have? He's got a 2-element Moxon up right now, but he ordered a 4-element from somebody.
Yeah, it's a 4-element. I don't know if it's Comet or Diamond, one of those two.
Geez, doesn't he know there's a company down in Fresno that makes really good antennas?
Yeah, I got your 6-meter 3-element beam up here right now. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, if he had that, he'd be booming.
Well, maybe next time.
Yeah, he must be price shopping. And I can't blame him for that. Everybody's price conscious. We're more expensive, of course, than a lot of others. But anyway, okay. Hopefully next time we hear him, he'll be louder. He was there tonight, but I couldn't read him through the noise. But you're way over the noise, and I haven't changed much here. Anyway, Judy, you got him in there all okay? You got Brett in here in good shape?
I need this Bozo.
11:29. How hot was it over there? We had 107 here today.
My weather station said 100, but if you were out in the sun, it felt like it was 107, but air temperature was 100.
Well, that's quite low for the valley over there. I thought you'd be much warmer. It was 108 in Fresno, and people reporting all the way up around hundreds all the way up, so you were lucky.
Usually there's a little bit of breeze here on the west side of the valley. It kind of blows through against the hills here to the west of me. Over.
Yeah, very good. Well, the reason you and I do so well is I'm line of sight to you with this antenna and the 2-meter one, so that's why we're particularly good copy with you. And you're not, you don't have the coastal range in front of you like the other guys in the Bay Area do. All right, Brett, 73s, we'll let you go. I'll listen for your final, and then we'll take more standbys for 6-meter guys in the Bay Area. N5NPD, K6MYC for your final. Over.
73 is Mike and Judy. Have a wonderful evening and stay cool if you can. 73 is N5NPD.
Yeah, we're trying to stay cool. I just had to put the fan on. The sensor for the air conditioning is in the hallway, which is about 20 feet and around a corner. And I walked around the corner, and it's nice and cool over there, but we're warming the shack up here with this kilowatt. Over.
Yeah, I got this evap cooler out here, and it tries its hardest, but it's not the best.
The cooler we have in the barn now is working really good. If we had that in here, we'd be even more comfortable. It's an air conditioner, and it works really well in the barn, and of course we'll keep it there until we don't need it anymore out that way. Next thing we'll need out there is a heater. Go from 3 different stages of temperature in the barn, obviously. Thank you. Good evening to you, Brett. Thanks for checking in as always. N5NPD, K6MYC, clear and QRZ for check-ins from the Bay Area. Okay, pretty weak. I heard somebody with a 7. Who was that? Well, maybe it wasn't 7, maybe it was 11. Over.
Probably W6PQL.
Well, we can take PQL. I hear you. W6 Papa Queen London. W6PQL. Good evening again, Jim. And much more noise and much weaker signals here than on 222. Over.
Yeah, it's quieter here for me, but that's because of that noise you've got towards your neighbor, I guess. All right, Mike, 73s. I'll see you tomorrow on 1296, K6NYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, if you listen to the stream, you'll hear the noise that I'm putting up with. It's just a gravelly, it sounds like AC. It sounds like PG&E, but I don't think this is. It's coming right from my solar guy who is generating AC, so 60 cycles, whether he makes it or PG&E makes it, it still sounds like 60 cycles, Jim. I can't understand that phenomena, can you?
No, not really. You can get away with it get away from it, that is, if you go to 1296, but you can't always do that.
Yeah, we're going to get over there one of these days, but right now we are fighting alligators. We've just about got my system beat back into a submission. Frank made major headway today getting both inverters to have the same software and talk to each other nicely and coordinate everything properly as it should be doing. So we got that part of it working now, and everything's charging batteries as it should, and PG&E, I believe, will switch over when we make the switch later on this evening. We're still a little short when I run air conditioners at both ends of the house. It's pushing the system a little bit battery-wise, so we end up with only about 5 hours worth of battery. I'm going to turn this one off and go to the swamp cooler. I just didn't get around to it yet. And then we can coast through. Thank you, Jim. Let's see, maybe you can help me and see if there's anybody else in the Bay Area that we're not able to hear. QRZ Bay Area, 6-meter Bozo Net. Please check in now. K6MYC and others listening. Nothing heard.
Yeah, you got WB6WNI in there.
Okay, I got Gary, WB6WNI. I think Gary's number is 1090. No, that isn't right. Is it 1090, I believe, Gary, over?
He says roger, roger.
Yeah, okay. Memory has not failed yet. Okay.
WB6.
Whiskey November, Italy. And that's Gary. Okay, Gary, thank you. I'm sorry I'm not hearing you tonight. It's system noise, as you have heard me say. I don't want to belabor it, but it's killing me tonight. 7-3, Gary, and thanks very much for being there on 6, and hopefully it'll be better on 1296 and 2 meters on Wednesday, 7-3. WB6WNI, K6MYC. Anybody else? QRZ 6-meter Bozo Net.
LIE.
Okay, I don't hear LIE either. WA6 London, India Echo, but I could move the antenna down on Scott. Let's see if that helps.
Okay, very good, Michael. I'll give you a little chatter here as you're rotating, and hopefully you'll find a peak. But yeah, you're sounding good. No problem at all. Very good evening to you, and hope it's all well. I guess you're still going through a heat over there, huh? Over?
Yeah, we were running about 107. I didn't think it was that hot today, but according to all the records and the gauges, it said 107. That's WA6 London, India Echo. That's Scott. WA6LIE 618. Good evening, and booming signal here. I didn't even recognize you. You're so damn loud. You sound like you're in the room with me. Over.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm glad. I'm just running a 3-element quad and 500 watts here tonight. So, and conditions must be good. And it's let me see how cold it is over here. Looks like it's 61 degrees outside, and looking by humidity at 99, I guess it's kind of foggy. So 61 foggy over here, got up to, I was about 74 degrees today. So that's what we peaked out at, Michael, over.
Yeah, very nice. Sounds like glorious weather, wonderful working weather. Although I know you're not out there working, you may be doing a little bit of rehab work, but I would be out there raking leaves and cutting limbs and cleaning up some brush. I've got brush and no end of weeds that I haven't raked on the hillsides that is still a semi-fire hazard. I'm trying to get rid of it. I'll try to get most of that picked up tomorrow. Anyway, that's what's going on here. Thank you very much for being there. And a good signal, my goodness, good signal. I wish it was like this all the time. So we must have a hell of a path over through into the Monterey area. I'm not pointed your way at all. I'm pointed clear up into the Bay Area, but whatever it is, it's working. Over.
Okay, well, hey, I'm not going to complain about that, Mike. You're sounding good to it. Yeah, I'm listening on the receiver there, and sounds like I am sounding pretty good. So, all righty, I'll let you get back to it, let you cool down a bit. And let's see, what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, for therapy, I was out driving the car today, which is a 6-speed manual transmission. So, and like I said, I'm paralyzed on my right side, so had to make it work for me. Anyhow, all right, Mike, 7-3, and you have a good evening, and maybe Tom or somebody else is in there, too. Back over to you, WA6LIE.
Yeah, okay. What did you do to the car to make it usable so you could shift from the left side? What did you do?
Well, when I'm in the driver's seat, my shifter's on the right, which is where my right arm is. But also, I got an armrest, which helps a little bit. But no, I'm handicapped on the right side, so that's part of the physical therapy is being able to go through the H pattern of the car transmission there, Mike. Go ahead.
Oh, I get it. Okay, so you're using the car as a therapy. That's wonderful. Good idea. Somebody had a great idea there. Go through the H, first, second, third, and drive. Okay. Good enough, Scott. Great to hear you. I'm glad to know you're coming up and getting better, and hopefully that right side will come back to normal before too long. What's the question, Judy?
What kind of car do you have? I know someone who has a steering wheel apparatus for driving because his legs were so bad.
Okay, well, my legs aren't very bad. It's a kind of a tricky car to drive. It's a BMW M3, 2004. It has a 6-speed manual transmission, so I got 6 gears to run through, Mike. Go over.
Yeah, okay, well, that's a good routine. And, can you drive it? Are you fast enough with the right arm and good enough with the right arm now to be able to drive the car, make it move, and go to the store?
Roger, Roger, Roger. Yeah, I did a 20-mile run today. So, yeah, it's, it's not as easy as it used to be. I can't run through the gears like I used to, but I can get all the gears okay, and, shifting in the gas is all right. So, it's just, it takes a little TLC with that type of car. You got to be very gentle with it, or you can be very herky and jerky, Mike. Over.
A Beamer that was a stick also, about the same age, 2004 or something in that window. I think mine was in the 1990s, but they were all pretty similar. 6-speed on the floor or something. It was a good one. I liked my car. Well, good. Take care. And we'll talk to you. Won't see you tomorrow, of course, but we'll see you on Wednesday, Scott. 7-3 for now. WA6LIE Monterey on the home station. Sounding much better and much stronger than the remote base K6MYC.
Hi, Mike. Have a good evening. And yeah, the M3s are the top of the top as far as the fast cars. So yeah, 7-3.
7-3. How about you, Tom? You must be listening. KW6 Sugar, over.
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, I'm here.
Well, there you are. Make a transmission, and Judy will get you written in here. Go ahead.
Very good. KW6S, number 610. And, I can just barely hear Scott there. I have the antenna pointed down that way. And but it does sound like he's making some progress. I'm really happy to hear that. And otherwise, not much has happened since 7:30, and I will be here tomorrow night, but I will not be here Wednesday night. So it's our anniversary, and we're going out for dinner, and that will keep me off the net on Wednesday night.
Congratulations, and enjoy the night.
Well, thank you. We intend to.
Yeah, that's a good night to enjoy and relax and not have any other commitments. Keep your mind free for whatever happens. Whatever happens, happens. Okay, Tom, thanks much for the heads up on Wednesday. Good signal tonight. No problem. Actually, it's interesting, but Scott was stronger than you are right now. Just because, and I didn't change the antenna for either one of you, and neither one of you, I'm not pointed at either one of you, I'm pointed up toward 285. instead of 275 and 265. So Scott's just got the edge on the propagation tonight. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, and we'll still stand by for any other check-ins from the Bay Area or any place else for that matter on 6-meter Bozo Net. Good night, Tom, K6MYC.
Very good. Catch you tomorrow night, KW6F. Good night.
7-3. QRZ, K6MYC, 6-meter Bozo Net. Come on, guys. You gotta have more than one guy in the Bay Area. Come on. Okay. Rob, what should we do? Let's see. We don't have anybody else. You already got RQU. And he won't be waiting around for me to come down that way, so there's no point to go much further with the rotation unless you got some ideas. Over.
Nope, no ideas. I've been trying to do this, looking at solar stuff, so I've missed half your check-ins tonight. I'm going to have to listen to the net there. Over.
Yeah, okay. No worries. I was glad to see you today. Sorry we couldn't spend a little more time with you, but we were kind of split between that other transaction we were trying to take care of. But by the end of the day, we pretty much had it under control, but it took a long time. We had nothing but phone issues today. Lots of phone problems, but finally got it all sorted out. So we did finally get to the end of the day with everything completed. I wasn't sure when we started, however. Take care. Thanks, Rob, and thank you, Frank, for running the stream. And as you heard, Aaron will be back tomorrow, so you're off the hook from here on out, Frank. W6G BBS, if you're still there, and then over to Rob, K6MYC.
All right, well, first of all, I am not running the stream. Aaron is running the stream. He's already back, and I was scheduled through yesterday, and he sent me a text earlier saying he would do the stream, so he did that tonight. And Rob, a little information for you. My updating the firmware and so on, and going through the steps that I learned in the online software, and I have both those inverters working in parallel, full charging off the solar. Everything at this point is working the way it should. I thought you might be interested in hearing that, Rob. KM6SRR W6BBS.
That sounds great, Frank. Yeah, I heard Mike saying something like you got it all fixed up, or maybe you said you got the software matched on both. That's good. I found out from my bank the largest credit limit they want to give me my card is $30,000, so I'm going to have to do it in 2 payments, and I think I can work that out. So I'll have to talk to you more about how Signature likes to do that. If you do one and then you wait a day for it to get paid off, and then they do another, I don't expect them to ship before they get the final payment. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, remember that you're not shipping until the 31st or something like that anyways, because they're waiting for some of it. So, and yeah, they've been real good about that. You just get on the phone with Clay and tell him, okay, we're going to pay $30,000 today, and then I'll get back with you either tomorrow or the next day or whatever it is, you know, and just tell him what you're doing. And they've worked with us so far, and it's worked out fine. Over.
Okay, that sounds good. Just got to figure out how to get all that stuff installed. Ha.
Well, of course, you got somebody that's just been through it that might help you out a little bit. And Mike, just so you know, Jennifer's going to be here, and I got to go get a battery, and I'm just pretty much dead in the water at this point. So I talked to her, and she's not going anywhere tomorrow. So Napa doesn't open until 9, but she's going to drive me over, and we're going to get a battery put in this truck. So as soon as I get that done, I'll head down your way. Over.
Yes, okay. Well, we'll see you when you get here. Understand about that. I'm glad she can help you out with that. Thanks, Frank.
Yeah, and don't forget, when you go back up the house, I can't see the totals or anything now, but just go in and flip the PG&E, and I'm going to be listening for when Aaron shuts the stream down. I'm going to be watching here to see what happens. Over.
Well, I'm waiting for Aaron to put me back to a normal, or do you do that there from your place? Over.
What do you mean by normal?
Well, I've just got the stream on the screen at the moment.
Oh, no, Aaron would normally do that after, and even if he didn't, I will be logging in once he's logged out. Hey, Aaron, K6USY, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you can stop the stream and put me back to normal here. Over.
Yeah, well, even once I stop the stream, there's a little, a couple things I still need to do before I can flip it back. But yeah, it's as normal. I will put the screen back up. But you're at 33% right now.
Yeah, going down fast. Okay, very good. Thanks for that.
Well, we know that it lasted this far, and you haven't had any good charging for at least 3 or 4 hours. So, it's kind of what we expected, Mike, with the AC running over.
Yeah, okay. Very good. 730. I'm out of here, and we'll see you tomorrow for those of you on 1296 and whatever. Good night, all. K6MYC. Good night, Rob.
Yeah, one parting comment, Mike. I've got the chargers currently set for 30, kick on at 30 and off at 40. So that if you do run out during the night or whatever, it'll only charge them to 40%, and you still got 60% to catch up when the sun comes up, over.
Roger. So what's going to happen at 30?
That's when the AC charger will kick on, and then the AC charger will bring the batteries back to 40% and then shut off. And then if it gets below 30 again, it'll kick them back on and bring it back to 40, and it would continue to do that through the night, in theory. And that way in the morning when the sun comes up, it hasn't charged them all the way up, we get the use of the sun, over.
Okay, well, it's pretty close right now. Probably what I should do is just go out and flip it on now, and we'll watch it and make sure it performs as you expect through the night. So I'll go turn PG&E on right now. If we're at 33%, we might as well call it 30, and that's well, we probably should have it anyway. All right. Thanks for that. See you later, K6MYC.
Yeah, that's why I want you to turn it on right now so I can sit here and watch and see what happens, over. Good night, and I'll talk to you in the morning. And good night, everybody else. W6BBS.
Roger. Good night.
Good night, Mike and Judy, K6MYC, KM6SR, and good night, Frank, W6BBS, and good night, Aaron, K6USY. Welcome back.
Yeah, good night, Aaron.
Sorry, going that way.
Good night, Aaron.
Yep, good night. And Frank, I'll be off the computer here in a couple minutes. I got to schedule the net for tomorrow night, and then I'll be off. K6USY.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Aaron, I'll just monitor here and just give me a quick shout and tell me you're off so that I don't interfere with you. And good night, sir.
Roger. K6USY.